In 1917, as the United States entered the Great War, the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints were working around the clock. One of the coins they produced in enormous numbers was the Lincoln wheat cent, a small copper piece that still captures the attention of collectors more than a century later. This is the story of the 1917 penny. Designed by Victor David Brenner and first issued in 1909, the Lincoln cent features a dignified profile of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse. On the reverse, two graceful wheat stalks frame the words 1 cent and United States of America. That simple agricultural motif gave the coin its lasting nickname, the wheat penny. In 1917 alone, the three mints struck more than 284 million of these coins. Philadelphia produced the vast majority, over 196 million pieces with no mint mark. Denver contributed about 55 million coins marked with a small d, while San Francisco added another 32 million bearing an S. Because so many were made, a worn 1917 penny from any mint is still relatively easy to find and usually worth only a modest premium over face value. But condition changes everything. A sharp, uncirculated example with original red copper color can command hundreds or even thousands of dollars. The rarest high grade red specimens have sold for well over $10,000 at auction. The real star of the 1917 series, however, is a dramatic minting error known as the Doubled Die Obverse. When the working die received a second, slightly misaligned impression from the hub, the result was clear doubling on the date, the motto, "In God We Trust," and parts of Lincoln's profile. Only a few hundred examples of this variety are believed to exist. Circulated pieces start in the low hundreds of dollars. A top grade red specimen once sold for $120,000, making it one of the most valuable regular issue Lincoln cents of the entire wheat series. These coins were struck at a moment of national transition. America was mobilizing for war. Copper was in demand for ammunition and equipment, yet the mint continued producing the familiar 1 cent piece that ordinary citizens needed for everyday commerce. Every 1917 penny that survives is a small copper time capsule from that pivotal year. Whether you hold a common Philadelphia example found in an old jar, a scarcer Denver or San Francisco piece, or the elusive double die variety, each 1917 wheat cent carries the same quiet history. It was made while the world was at war, carried in the pockets of people living through extraordinary times, and has now outlasted the century that produced it. Look closely at the date. Notice the texture of the copper, the sharpness of the wheat ears, the presence or absence of a mint mark. These details turn a simple 1 cent coin into a tangible piece of American history. The 1917 Lincoln wheat penny, common enough to still be found, rare enough in high grades and special varieties to excite serious collectors, and always a reminder of a nation stepping onto the world stage more than 100 years ago. Thank you for watching.